So I have the car up in the air, and I have the front wheels off, and that's about it. I have it on jack stands. I have the jack sitting there, but it's on jack stands. I'm going to be showing you how to remove the front subframe. To start off, I'm just going to go ahead and remove the coilover. It's 3 bolts on top, I believe. Yeah, they were 14 millimeter nuts that hold the top of the coilover on. Just going to go ahead and you can see the brake line is not connected to the coilover at all. If yours is, you want to go ahead and disconnect that. But to remove these, though, you're either going to have a 17 millimeter on this side and a 17 on this side, like a wrench to hold this nut down, or I'm just going to use channel locks to hold the nut, keep it from spinning. So just do whatever you got to do. Now, as you can see, we still have the brake line connected. I'm going to go ahead and just remove it from the caliper, because I'm going to drop it all down. Now, if I weren't removing the whole subframe, and I were just removing the knuckle or something, I'd want to take this tie rod nut off and remove it. But since the subframe is coming too, there's no real point in that. Next thing I'm probably going to want to take off, at least on this side. Everything that I do on one side, you want to mirror on the other side. But I think I'm going to want to try to take that off to give me more room to get this, what is a bolt or a nut? This nut that's holding the sway bar bracket on. Same thing, you want to go get on the back side of this with a pair of pliers or a wrench. Hold the nut in place. Just like that. And a lot of times with these, you'll either have to get a pry bar underneath this bolt while you spin it out of there, or you're just going to have to try to hammer it from the other side out. Kind of like I did with the strut bolts. But yeah, I think I'm going to go get a pry bar. I'll be right back. Got 8,000 washers fell out. And then you want to do the same thing to the other side. After removing that bolt, of course, this bar is still going to be in the way of the tension rod. You can see it's held on by 2 studs to the control arm. You just want to go ahead and get the 2 studs. They're probably going to be a 17. They feel like they might be a 17, maybe a 14. But I'll tell you here in a second. And they are actually 19 millimeter. Now that the tension rod is removed, these nuts for the sway bars are going to be easy to get to. And I'm hoping these ones are 17s. They don't feel like it. They might actually be 14s. And they are 14s. So now I got the sway bar unbolted. It was just 2 14 millimeter fasteners holding it in. So now this side is pretty much free. I just need to go over to the other side and repeat the same process. And we should be close to having this being able to drop down, but we'll see. Alright, so now I have the other side undone also. Everything is drooping except for the subframe itself. I'm going to put the jack back under the cross member, the big thick metal piece that the rack is bolted to. I'm I'm going to put it back under the center of that. And you can see I have the jack stands just behind the subframe, and that's on both sides. Because if you put the jack stands on the subframe, you'll be able to drop it down, obviously. So you want to be sure if yours are on the subframe, you want to jack your car back up and then move the jack stands to the back or the front. I mean, it's definitely probably looks like it'll be easier from the back, but you just want to be sure you don't have the weight of the car on the subframe, or else you won't be able to drop it down really. So, like I said, the weight of the car is supported on those jack stands. I'm going to put the jack underneath the crossmember, unbolt the crossmember bolts, and then the subframe should just lower down altogether as one piece. And the fasteners holding the subframe on are 17mm. So you're going to get your 17, and you do not want to be under this whenever you're doing this, for whatever reason. And you be sure you have this jack under here, like I almost forgot to do. So I don't have the car lifted up or anything right now. It's just the jack is just contacting the subframe. So now that all the fasteners are removed, I should just be able to bring the subframe out just like that.
So, I hope this video helped you out. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if this helped you. That'd be awesome. And if you want to see more stuff like this, I try to put stuff out fairly often. Kind of varies in content, but usually it's something mechanical related, whether that's stripping down cars, making something, or trying to fix something. It doesn't really matter. It's just kind of stuff I enjoy doing. But yeah, so thanks for watching.